Now, campaigners are gathering in central London this afternoon as part of a European-wide demonstration in support of migrants and refugees. It's all part of efforts to mark UN Anti-Racism Day, and our reporter Eleanor Cunningham's in the midst of it in Oxford Circus. Eleanor.
I am definitely in the midst of it. If you just look over my shoulder, there are thousands of people turned up here in Oxford Circus this lunchtime. They will be marching from here through to Parliament Square, all with one message: to stand up to racism. Now, there are many different groups taking part, such as Black Lives Matter, Stand Up to Trump, Stand Up to Islamophobia, Stand Up to anti-Semitism, but they're all coming together with one message: to celebrate the UN's Anti-Racism Day today. And this comes days after Theresa May has said she will trigger the Brexit Article 50 later this month, and that is definitely a hot topic for many here today. I'm joined by Wayne Bennett, who is part of Stand Up to Racism. Thanks for joining us. Tell us, what is the main message here today?
We want people to take a stand against racism. Across Europe, we're seeing the rise of people like Le Pen, Geert Wilders, and these politics have been taken up by mainstream politicians. Even Theresa May took the hand of Donald Trump, a vicar's daughter, shaking the hand of Donald Trump, a misogynist in my view. I think it's important that we stand up against when people try and push evil ideas. Racism, anti-Semitism, Islamophobia has no place in the modern world. We should be able to live together regardless of our race, religion or creed. And we do not want people using the differences to lead to greater divisions. That's why we're out here together in unity, showing that we are many differences, but we can come together.
And this march has been going on for 4 years. Why is it more relevant now than ever?
This march is now in Poland, South Korea, in Amsterdam. It's more relevant because there's too many people raising racist ideas across the world to divert people from the real problems in their lives. We do not believe that Muslims, Jews, or anybody's to blame for real people's lives. We want to live together in harmony.
What's the mood like here today? Are they angry or celebratory?
We're celebrating our unity. It's our music, it's our life. We want a real rhythm that brings people together. But we do want the politicians to listen. Do not scapegoat people for real problems. Provide us with answers, do not provide us with false solutions.
And as I said, it has been going on for a few years. What is what you want to achieve today?
Firstly, we want the refugees to be welcomed. Theresa May made a promise, not about VAT, but to welcome those children. We want those children brought to safety straight away. That's a promise that we should never have broken, and we want that changed. That's one of the main messages. But the other message is this: we want unity. We want no more racism, no more anti-Semitism, and the end to Islamophobia.
Wayne Bennett, thank you very much for joining us. Now, this march is starting here in Oxford Circus and going through to Parliament Square. It will be going on for the next few hours. Any minute now, we're expecting keynote speeches from the likes of people like Jeremy Corbyn to start the march moving on. As Wayman said, this is taking part in many different cities around Europe and the world, and we'll give you more updates live in the programme. Thousands of people have turned out here in Oxford Circus today to march to stand up against racism. Now, there are many different groups taking part in this march, but it's all to celebrate the UN's Anti-Racism Day. We've got Black Lives Matter, Stand Up to Trump, Stand Up to Islamophobia and anti-Semitism, and we also have Barnet Unison who are taking part. This is their flag here now. It's the banner that's going to be going through the streets of Westminster from Oxford Street to Parliament Square today. And Helen Davies is from the group. She joins me now. Tell us why you are going to be marching today.
Well, I think this is a key issue. It's a very big issue for our members of Unison. They're all, we all work in the public sector. The reality is, if our migrant colleagues weren't at work, then bins wouldn't get collected, children wouldn't be taught in school properly, people wouldn't be kept safe in the community. Most home care workers are not, Indigenous British, there are a lot of migrant workers. So, and we just think it's absolutely wrong that these people are now being blamed or vilified. And as the trade union movement, our motto is united we stand, divided we fall. And absolutely, we are not going to be divided by racism, sexism or anything else, because we're all working for the same employer to the same aims, and we want to be united, and we're not going to be divided.
Now, you're obviously from Barnet, and that's who you're representing, but would you say this is the same case across other London boroughs?
Absolutely. I mean, I can see round here colleagues from Camden, from Islington, from universities. There are people right across London who will be on these demonstrations or who have participated on similar demonstrations. Unison is committed to anti-racism. There's no doubt about that.
And there's been many talks of different policies and people that they are protesting against today. Trump and Theresa May's Brexit triggering. Will these policies make a big change for you and your group?
Well, it depends how it all pans out, really. And the point about these demonstrations is to influence how it pans out, because if we all sit at home and just expect it somehow to work out okay, that's not going to happen. We have to be now actively participating in shaping our future. That's our responsibility for the future.
Helen Davies, thank you so much for talking to us this lunchtime. Now, she will be joining this huge march which goes through Oxford Circus to Parliament Square. It's about to kick off at 1 o'clock. It's going to be going all through Westminster. And stay tuned, we may bring you some of the action later on in the programme.